Welcome to our focus guide designed to help you prepare for the role of a telecommunications tower technician. This profession demands technical skill, physical endurance, and a strong understanding of safety standards. Whether you're just entering the field or looking to advance your career, this script presents 20 of the most important and commonly asked interview questions. Each one explores your practical experience, safety mindset, and technical know-how, all essential traits for tower work. Let's begin with the top questions and answers tailored for your success. 1. What motivated you to pursue a career as a telecommunications tower technician? Choosing a career as a telecommunications tower technician often comes from a mix of personal interest in technology and a desire for hands-on, high-impact work. This role attracts those who enjoy working outdoors, solving technical issues, and playing a vital role in communications infrastructure. Climbing towers, troubleshooting equipment, and installing systems aren't just routine tasks. They represent essential services that keep people connected. Many technicians are drawn to the field by its blend of adventure and responsibility. Additionally, the promise of a stable career in a growing industry makes it appealing. The role offers valuable certifications, teamwork in the field, and an opportunity to engage with modern telecommunications technology. From fiber optics to antenna alignment, technicians get exposed to a variety of systems, making each day unique. For some, the thrill of heights adds to the appeal. Others are inspired by the critical role these towers play in everyday communication, be it for emergency services, businesses, or personal use. This mix of excitement, technical growth, and purpose makes it a rewarding career for those who value reliability, focus, and skill. 2. How do you ensure safety while working at height on towers? Safety is the #1 priority when working on towers, and every technician must strictly follow protocols to minimize risk. The first step is proper training and certification in fall protection systems. Before ascending any tower, technicians conduct a detailed job hazard analysis and equipment inspection. All personal protective equipment, PPE, such as harnesses, helmets, lanyards, and anchor points, must be verified and tested. Communication among team members on the ground and at height is essential. Tower rescue plans are established before work begins, and only trained personnel are allowed to participate. Weather conditions are monitored closely, as wind or lightning can make climbs extremely dangerous. Additionally, following OSHA guidelines and maintaining 3 points of contact at all times is essential. Lockout-tagout procedures ensure all electrical sources are disabled before handling live equipment. It's also critical to perform gear inspections daily and replace any worn-out items. Ultimately, safety is a shared responsibility, and regular drills help prepare crews for emergencies. 3. What experience do you have with climbing and working on telecommunications towers? Experience in tower climbing typically includes various responsibilities such as installing antennas, replacing cables, and performing maintenance at heights that may exceed 200 feet. Those who work in the field develop stamina, attention to detail, and technical skills related to tower structures and the tools involved. This experience usually involves working under supervision initially, gradually moving to independent assignments as confidence and skill increase. Fieldwork includes using harnesses, positioning gear, and understanding tower load capacity and structure types like monopoles, guide towers, and self-supporting towers. Experience also includes navigating RF environments, handling microwave dishes, and aligning antennas with test equipment like spectrum analyzers. In remote or rural areas, tower technicians may need to carry equipment long distances before even beginning the climb. This hands-on work often includes experience with grounding systems, weatherproofing, cable routing, and dealing with environmental factors like wind and cold. Technicians learn to operate lifts, winches, and rigging systems safely. Working in diverse conditions provides valuable real-world knowledge that no classroom can teach, and practical experience is the backbone of confidence and precision on the job. 4. How do you handle emergency situations on the tower? Handling emergencies on towers requires immediate action, clear communication, and training. A key part of preparation is having an up-to-date tower rescue plan tailored to the site and conditions. In an emergency, such as a fall arrest or medical issue, technicians must first secure themselves, then alert their ground crew using radios or visual signals. Every technician must be trained in tower rescue procedures, including how to lower an unconscious climber. Basic first aid and CPR certifications are often required, and understanding how to manage panic and remain calm is vital. Emergencies can include equipment failure, electrical shock, or even environmental dangers like sudden weather changes. In all cases, the technician's response should begin with ensuring the area is secure and avoiding further risks to others. The crew then follows the chain of command and initiates rescue steps using rescue kits and descent devices. Time is critical, so readiness is vital. All team members are briefed before climbing, and gear inspections reduce the likelihood of emergency situations. Being prepared through drills and communication keeps outcomes under control even in critical moments. 5. Can you describe your knowledge of RF safety and how you stay protected? RF safety is crucial for tower technicians working near live antennas or transmitters. Exposure to high levels of radiofrequency radiation can lead to burns or long-term health risks. The first rule is understanding the RF environment of a site by identifying active equipment and power levels. Technicians use RF monitors or personal RF detection devices to measure exposure in real time. Safety begins with pre-job planning, obtaining site RF maps and lockout procedures when possible. Antennas are typically powered down or redirected during close-range work. Signage, barricades, and communication with the Network Operations Center help ensure no RF energy is active where technicians are present. Distance, shielding, and time are the three key controls. Staying far from antennas, minimizing exposure time, and using barriers when necessary. Wearing RF personal protection gear like RF absorbing vests or suits may also be required in high-energy zones. Staying informed with OSHA and FCC guidelines, keeping RF awareness training up to date, and using calibrated devices are all part of working smart. Proper signage and physical barriers help maintain compliance and awareness for both workers and the public. 6. What tools and equipment do you use regularly in tower work? Tower technicians rely on a wide variety of specialized tools to complete their tasks safely and efficiently. Essential climbing gear includes full-body harnesses, positioning lanyards, ascenders, carabiners, helmets, and work positioning belts. Rigging gear like pulleys, winches, and load-rated ropes are used to hoist materials. Communication devices such as two-way radios are key for coordinating with the ground crew. Hand tools like torque wrenches, nut drivers, cutters, crimpers, and pliers are used for equipment installation and cable management. Test instruments such as multimeters, spectrum analyzers, signal strength meters, and OTDRs for fiber optics help verify the integrity of transmissions. For aligning antennas, technicians may use GPS equipment, inclinometers, and alignment scopes. Personal RF monitors ensure safe working conditions around live transmitters. Weatherproofing tools like sealants and tapes are used to protect connections from moisture. Additionally, power tools such as drills and impact drivers are frequently used on mounting hardware. Ensuring all tools are tethered properly prevents accidents during climbs. Regular calibration and inspection of devices help maintain accuracy and safety. The right equipment and proper use make the difference between a successful and risky job. 7. How do you interpret and follow technical schematics or blueprints on a job? Interpreting technical schematics and blueprints is a vital skill for tower technicians to ensure proper installation and maintenance of telecommunication equipment. These documents include diagrams for antenna placement, cable routing, grounding, and power supplies. The first step is to review the layout and understand all symbols and legends provided. Knowing industry-standard notations helps in visualizing the components before the work begins. A technician must be able to match what's on paper to what's on the tower structure. For example, reading an azimuth chart helps align antennas accurately, while a grounding diagram ensures all metal parts are safely connected. Cable paths must follow blueprints precisely to avoid signal loss and ensure compliance with structural guidelines. 8. Describe your approach to antenna installation and alignment. Proper antenna installation and alignment are essential for strong signal quality and system performance. The first step is planning, confirming equipment type, height, azimuth, and tilt based on design specs. Technicians begin by securing the mount and ensuring it's structurally sound. Weatherproofing is also done before equipment goes live. During installation, using calibrated tools like torque wrenches ensures that all components are properly secured. For alignment, azimuths are set using compasses, GPS units, or alignment tools like lasers and scopes. Signal strength and quality are then measured with field instruments such as spectrum analyzers or mobile test units. Technicians adjust the alignment until optimal readings are achieved, ensuring no signal interference with other sites. 9. How do you handle working in extreme weather conditions? Telecommunications tower technicians often face extreme weather, including high winds, freezing temperatures, rain, and intense heat. Preparation is key. Before each job, technicians monitor local weather forecasts and adjust schedules to avoid unsafe conditions like lightning or high winds. In cold climates, layering with thermal gear and using gloves that retain dexterity helps maintain performance while staying safe. Hydration and breaks are vital in hot conditions to prevent heat stroke. Gear must be weather-rated, gloves should have grip even when wet, and boots should provide insulation and support. Working at height adds additional risk because wet or icy structures can become slippery. 10. What is your experience with fiber optic cable installation and splicing? Fiber optic technology is increasingly used in tower installations for its high speed and high capacity capabilities. Tower technicians must understand how to handle, route, and protect fiber optic cables properly. During installation, it's critical to avoid sharp bends and ensure the fiber is secured in enclosures to prevent damage. Pulling tension must be kept within manufacturer limits. Technicians use tools like cleavers, fusion splicers, and OTDRs to join and test fibers. A clean environment is essential for splicing. Contamination can degrade signal strength. Technicians must follow proper cleaning techniques for connectors and ensure end-face inspections are done with microscopes. 11. How do you ensure reliable communication with your team during a climb? Reliable communication during climbs is essential for coordination and safety. Tower technicians use two-way radios, often mounted to their harness or helmet, allowing hands-free operation. Clear, concise language and standard call signs help prevent confusion. Before the climb, teams establish communication protocols, including signal checks and emergency phrases. Radio channels are tested for clarity, and backup systems are sometimes used in remote locations. If radios fail or interference is present, visual signals or mobile phones may serve as secondary options. It's also important to maintain regular contact. Climbers check in at intervals, especially during equipment lifts or dangerous tasks. 12. What do you know about OSHA standards for tower work? OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, sets the legal safety standards for tower technicians. Familiarity with these regulations is a core part of professional responsibility. OSHA standards include requirements for fall protection systems, PPE, rescue training, ladder safety, and structural integrity checks. For example, workers must use fall protection when working above 6 feet. Gear must be regularly inspected, properly fitted, and rated for tower use. Rescue plans are mandatory, and every team must know how to execute them without delay. Employers must provide certified training and ensure site-specific risk assessments are performed. OSHA also outlines lockout-tagout procedures when working around electrical equipment and requires that RF exposure remain below specified limits. 13. How do you manage fatigue and maintain focus during long or physically demanding jobs? Fatigue management is critical in a job that requires constant physical effort and mental concentration. Long climbs, repetitive movements, and extended hours outdoors can wear down even experienced technicians. The key is preparation, getting proper rest, staying hydrated, and eating high-energy, nutritious foods before and during the shift. Pacing oneself is important. Rushing tasks can lead to mistakes or injuries. Technicians should take scheduled breaks, especially after physically demanding activities like pulling cable or hauling equipment. Stretching and warming up before a climb helps reduce muscle strain. Staying mentally focused means checking in with oneself regularly and not ignoring signs of tiredness. Communication with team members can also help monitor one another's condition. 14. Explain your process for rigging equipment and hoisting tools up the tower. Rigging and hoisting are integral parts of tower work, requiring planning, proper gear, and teamwork. Before lifting anything, a site assessment determines load weight, wind conditions, and the safest hoisting path. Rigging gear includes pulleys, taglines, carabiners, and load-rated ropes. These are inspected for wear or damage. Tools and hardware are packed in bags with tethering systems to prevent accidental drops. The technician on the ground ties off the load using proper knots, while the climber coordinates lift timing and path clearance. Communication is vital. Hand signals or radio calls guide the process. 15. What is your procedure for inspecting a tower before starting work? The process starts on the ground, where technicians visually check the base structure for corrosion, broken bolts, cracks, or grounding issues. They assess if there are any obstructions, animals, or debris that could interfere with equipment setup or access. Climbing routes are evaluated for loose rungs or damaged ladders. Ascent paths are traced visually to identify any potential hazards like wasp nests, rusted areas, or loose cables. The technician then examines anchor points, guy wires, if applicable, and the overall structural condition. Before climbing, all personal protective equipment, PPE, is checked. Harnesses, lanyards, carabiners, and helmets must be inspected and properly fitted. 16. Describe a time you faced a technical problem on the tower and how you solved it. Technical challenges are common in tower work, from signal interference to faulty connections. For example, during one assignment, the signal from a newly installed antenna was weaker than expected, even though alignment appeared correct. I first confirmed all cabling connections, inspecting for kinks, cuts, or poor terminations. Everything seemed intact, so I used a spectrum analyzer to check signal frequency and strength. The readings showed that the antenna was transmitting, but the azimuth was slightly off. Despite appearing aligned physically, the antenna's orientation deviated a few degrees from the site plan due to a misreading of compass bearings. I recalibrated the GPS and realigned the antenna with the corrected azimuth. 17. How do you handle confined space work or working inside equipment shelters? Working in confined spaces or inside shelters, such as base stations or telecom cabinets, requires special attention to safety and ventilation. The first step is to determine whether the environment qualifies as a permit-required confined space under safety guidelines. For such spaces, proper entry permits, air monitoring equipment, and ventilation systems must be used. Before entering, technicians check for hazards such as electrical exposure, low oxygen levels, or presence of toxic gases. Personal protective equipment like gloves, hard hats, and safety glasses are required. If working inside shelters, temperature regulation is considered. Some shelters can become extremely hot due to enclosed electronics. Technicians also manage cable organization and grounding to avoid hazards like tripping or electrical shorts. 18. What documentation or reporting tasks are you responsible for after completing a job? After a job is completed, documentation is essential for compliance, quality assurance, and future reference. A technician's reporting responsibilities often begin with filling out a job completion report, which includes site name, date, weather conditions, and tasks performed. Photos are taken of equipment installations, cable routing, grounding, and antenna alignment. Test results, such as signal strength readings or sweep test results, are attached to the report. Any deviations from the original plan must be noted, along with explanations and corrective actions. Technicians document serial numbers of installed equipment and update inventory logs. If fiber optic work was performed, power loss readings or OTDR traces are submitted. Maintenance work also requires logging any parts replaced, anomalies found, and safety issues observed. 19. How do you stay updated with industry trends and new tower technologies? Staying current with industry trends helps tower technicians remain competitive and adapt to evolving technology like 5G, IoT, and advanced radio systems. One way is by attending industry webinars, trade shows, and workshops hosted by groups like NATE or TIA. These events offer first-hand exposure to innovations in tower design, antenna technology, and safety protocols. Technicians often take online or in-person refresher courses to renew certifications and learn new techniques. Subscribing to trade journals, newsletters, and manufacturer bulletins helps monitor product updates and best practices. Some companies also provide in-house training as part of continuing education. Networking with fellow technicians through forums or social media groups offers insights into real-world experiences and tools. 20. Why should we hire you for this tower technician position? Bringing dedication, technical skill, and safety-focused discipline, I am well prepared to contribute to your tower operations. With proven experience in climbing, antenna alignment, fiber optic splicing, and RF awareness, I handle tasks efficiently while adhering to safety and quality standards. I thrive in challenging environments and enjoy working as part of a high-performing team. My training includes certifications in fall protection, confined space entry, and electrical safety. I understand the importance of accuracy in installation, reporting, and compliance with OSHA and company procedures. I bring strong communication and time management skills, ensuring that each project is completed on schedule and to specification. These top 20 questions and concise answers are designed to help you approach your interview with confidence. Mastering these topics ensures you're ready to speak clearly about your skills, safety practices, and professionalism as a telecommunications tower technician.